Hey y'all, and welcome back to the channel. It's Simply May here, and welcome to episode 6 of the Enchanted by Nature exploration mini series. It is a mouthful, but very soon we are going to be switching off to transition into other life stages with the girls. I am kind of on the fence with the schedule. I wanted us to have at least one episode with them as teens and then have a young adults episode, but I'm feeling like we might need a little bit more time with them. So originally I was going to launch the long LP on August 1st, but I'm starting to think maybe we'll move it to next week potentially. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'm going to be uploading a lot more to the channel to really get a lot of gameplay in and progress this story, because I definitely want to share as much as I can share with you guys. But yes, it's very early here. It's almost 6 a.m. I'm trying to get these videos recorded like early in the morning. Fortunately, right now I work remote, but that will be changing, so we're gonna enjoy this time while we can. Okay, so one thing I noticed was fairy dust amount 3, which makes me wonder if Sims can collect this fairy dust or if it's only accessible to the fairies. Does that mean that these house fairy dust? Like if Fern came here, oh, she could read fairy tales. That's cute. I love that. Okay, we'll have to do that as well. In the last part, we have Fern here who has been dealing with an ailment, and she just reached level 2 in the apothecary skill, which means today we have a mission. Today we are going to be taking Fern really for the first time out into Innisgreen. I'd imagine that she's been out there before, but this is really going to be her first like solo mission that we have her embark on, and she is going to work on creating her own elixir now that she's level 2. In the meantime, I do think that we should have Elliot here work on building his apothecary skill. As you can see, has made some effort and taken some strides in that in the last episode. I also really want Joseph here to bond a bit with Melody, who... Where is Melody? Or not Melody, Meadow. Where are the girls? Oh, they're in school. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was like early morning for them too. But it's actually 10:16 a.m. So, while they're at school, let's have... She's feeling tense and she needs some fun, so we'll have her make friends. And I want Melody to study hard. And then there's Nadia, who in the last part, we kind of saw her make a little mischief. And at the end, she actually got a call from Iris. So I'm gonna see if it shows Iris in her relationships panel. Oh, it does. Mystical loyal bookworm. So maybe we'll have Iris come by to visit. It says she's a babysitter too. That's kind of cool. Maybe we could have Elliot and Fern go out. Even though they have Joseph and Nadia, they could hire Iris as a babysitter. One thing I do find interesting though is that she's also attracted to Fern and Elliot. And I think I told you guys how I noticed that Nadia does seem to... I don't know if it was on Nadia's side or Elliot's side. Obviously, we saw that Elliot was feeling flirty when he was talking to her at one point. But I'm wondering if Nadia kind of is drawn to Elliot. I'm wondering. I know I don't want this to be too messy of a story, but it would definitely create some conflict in the house if she, started to try to flirt with Elliot and things like that. But I would hope that Elliot would just turn that away. Our main focus is first getting Fern feeling better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Fern put down the book. Oh, she has to... Okay, she's working from home. Oh, she wants to craft 3 cures or elixirs. So let's get her the apothecary... What would that be called? Apothecary table? Lofty ledge, is that what it is? Now the question is, where do we want to keep this? For now, it could literally just be right here. Now, we do need to do a real, home renovation. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh, you guys. Look who it is. Oh, you guys. I don't want to do it, but Fern would totally, open the door. She's very friendly, and I feel like she wouldn't even... suspect anything. But then again, would she though? She's smart though. She's not like, I don't know, you guys. Would she? I don't think she'd invite the person in. I think she would try to say hello. But since we don't have that option, I'm gonna have her just ignore it, because also we don't have the time for this. Let's have her craft, creation impulse cure. Oh, she already has the ingredients for that. Let's see what she needs for her own cure. Luck magnet cure. She needs a lemon. I wonder if we can buy that. Like, can we just buy a lemon? I'm seeing so many fruits and vegetables. Come on. Give us a lemon. No lemon. Really, no lemon. Okay. So, you know what? Let's take Fern out. And in the meantime, Elliot's already up. I wonder if I have him read the Apothecary Volume 1, if he'll continue working on that while we take Fern out. Meadow has met Jace while at school. Okay. I'm very curious to kind of see like who Meadow befriends. Also, like, look at this beautiful garden that Fern's been working on. She has the bluebells and the daisies. It's looking gorgeous. Let's see where she's at as well in her gardening skill. Y'all, I'm so sorry. There is like a fly in my room right now that is just being a menace. It's one of those little fruit flies that just like gets in your face, and it's really annoying. Fern wants to bestow empathy upon Nadia. We definitely are not inviting in the big shady man or woman. I don't know who that is actually. Okay, so I wanted to check and see where her... You know, let's have everyone sit together. Oh, okay, and also another thing I will say, oh my gosh, I love Joseph. One thing that I've noticed is that Joseph, I think, really, you know, has a fondness for Fern, and he wants to actually stargaze with her, which I think is really sweet. Let's have Nadia. She's gonna be messy. She's gonna sit right between Elliot and Fern. And I'm actually loving this. Wait, no, Elliot! Elliot! He's trying to mess up my shot here. You know what? We're gonna have a little conversation happening here between Fern, Joseph, and Nadia. Joseph is going to tell Fern an unbelievable story, and Nadia is going to... What is Nadia gonna do? Nadia is going to... pretend to be interested in non-fairy sim traditions. Yeah, she'll do that. Okay, I guess Nadia really doesn't want to do that. Look at her, she's just... And I imagine, you know, Joseph's like just kind of sharing how he's been enjoying living with them, and he's super appreciative of the fact that, you know, she invited him in, that he was able to connect with Meadow, how Meadow's just like such a fantastic girl, and that you know, he sees great things for her, and then I imagine he says something like, but she's not the only one I see great things for. And Fern is gonna be like, she's gonna kind of be like, what do you mean by that, Joseph? And I imagine that Joseph is just kind of like, well, I know that you have some big dreams. And she's like, big dreams? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, come on. You know us fairies can read emotions. I see how you are when you're around plants. And that magical plant sim stump that you have out back. She's like, Joseph, what? And he's like, does Elliot know? And the thing is that Elliot does not know. So she doesn't really want him to know. Or at least, like, she's mentioned it in a joking way, but he doesn't really believe in that stuff. And she's explaining that to Joseph, like, you know, Elliot just doesn't really believe in these kinds of things. And then I think it's interesting. I find it interesting how Nadia is kind of piping in at the mention of Elliot, and she's like, oh, I can help him believe. Fern's kind of like, interesting. And then we got Joe over here just on his phone, like, that was awkward. I don't really know exactly what Nadia said, but I feel like she kind of said something that, you know, was just kind of a little bit of an overstep, just slightly. We're gonna have Nadia, what does she want to do? Tease about clumsy non-fairies. Oh, interesting. Okay, so she actually needs some emotional force. Can she actually do it on this person? You know what, I don't want to mess with that right now. Let's have her regenerate emotional force. And Elliot, where is he at with his skills? He's so close to finishing his apothecary skill. Oh, good. He's kind of going on his own. Oh, no, he's putting it away. Elliot, we need you to just reach the skill, please. Okay, as soon as Elliot reaches level 2, we're going to take Fern out to get the rest of her supplies for an elixir. And while Joseph is here, we're going to have her come up to him and talk. And something important's about to happen, you guys. So I want you to just see what happens here. So, you know, I'd imagine that Fern is kind of telling Joseph how, you know, Fern's kind of telling Joseph how, you know, she hopes that he's been able to settle into their home, like, comfortably. And Joseph's like, yeah, it's been fine. You know, Elliot and I, we really wanted to extend the house, and, you know, we are planning to eventually, especially when we open our own apothecary. And I feel like Joseph's ears are going to kind of pipe up to that. He's going to be like, oh, that was perfect timing, Joseph. Oh, you want to open your own apothecary? Like, he'd be like, wow, you are full of surprises, Fern. And she's kind of a little confused by that. But I think, you know, she's like, well, yeah, I guess so. You know, Joseph's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to make myself a grilled cheese. So let's have him make a grilled cheese. Let's have him do just that. Yay! Elliot reached level 2. Through muddling, mixing, and mashing, Elliot can now forage for apothecary ingredients and craft cures for the following ailments. Very nice. So let's have him, and also I just realized that Fern can also forage for ingredients. So let's have her do that as well. I want to see them both forage, or actually, you know what, I'm gonna have Elliot, let's resume the garden planter once he's done reading. Okay, so we have Fern here who is foraging. Oh no, a fire. Where's the fire? Oh no, he doesn't know how to make grilled cheese. Elliot, save him. Can he extinguish himself? Oh my gosh, please. Alright, I want one of them to... Fern, extinguish. Oh my gosh, you guys. What the heck? Okay, the firefighter's here. Okay, and they're somehow doing it from the outside. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Joseph. What a mess. Y'all, we're replacing this stuff though, because I cannot. But what a mess. Oh, poor Joseph. Joseph is obviously tense now. Cleanse in nature. What? Yeah, look at this. Look at this interaction. Is this going to... Oh my gosh, is this like him his equivalent to taking a shower? Should Meadow invite over classmate Lorado? Oh, you guys remember Lorado? Lorado's been to our house before. Oh, I'm so glad that Meadow invited her. Scared. Oh, let the good times roll. That is so Joseph. Like, he is such a trooper, honestly. Oh. But that didn't actually like clean him, so let's see. I thought that was gonna like be the equivalent to him taking a shower, but let's have him take a shower. And I'm sure, you know, if Meadow sees him like this, she's gonna be a little worried. She's like, oh, what happened to Joseph? But it looks like she is thankfully like kind of busy with Lorado, so she might not even notice. And then we have Melody over here who's playing with her dolls. So cute. Oh my gosh. Like I said, you guys, I want so many pictures of the girls in this life stage. Like, getting the right angles is always kind of difficult, but this is so cute. Okay, and then we have Meadow up here. Maybe she's showing Lorado her frogs, like her dad's frog collection. Like she's like, oh my god, Lorado, I want to show you, like, this is what my dad's frog collection looks like. Look how many we have. Can we like view together? Or let's add her to the group. Not me totally getting distracted. Oh, wait. Let's add Lorado for now. Oh, they can't view it together. Why is she feeling tense? Needs amusement. It says they are so brilliant. Meadow is feeling distracted by all the successful Sims around them. Do you think she feels that way about Lorado? Sentiment gained. Ah, am I still alive? Oh, I am. I guess you saved me, huh? Thank you so much. Seriously, yikes, that was close. I owe you big time. Whoa, the Gleason household received $220 as an insurance payment for the items that were damaged in the recent fire. The fire has been put out. Just try to be a little more careful next time, okay? Melody is done with school for the day. She is doing satisfactory work, but her teachers at Landgrab Elementary think she could easily improve with just a little bit of extra effort. Meadow is back home from school. No need to make room on the refrigerator door. Her work is merely satisfactory. Oh, we can welcome Nadia to the household. And it's great to be a part of this family. Dirty dishes, noise, and all. Let's have Melody. She'll also talk to Lorado. She's going to talk about toys with her. You guys, I love Lorado. I think she's just so cute, and I definitely think she's a fun, like, friend for the girls to have. I want to see as well if Meadow had any opinions on... Didn't she meet another kid at school today? Jace. Okay, cool. So maybe one day we can have Jace come over too for like a play date. And then in the meantime, let's have Fern. Fern's been spending a lot of time with Joseph. Oh, I love it. She just took a photo of the plants. She's doing some research. I love Fern's vibe. Oh, look who it is. It's Titania. Let's have Nadia invite her in. Fern has researched Daisy Bush and updated the notebook. No. Let's have Fern. Finally, we're gonna have her travel. I don't know, maybe should we invite Joseph to come with us since we've been kind of bonding with him? Let's invite Joseph. I feel like, you know, originally I thought this was going to be an episode of like Joseph and Meadow spending a lot of time together, but I feel like, you know, Meadow brought over Lorado. We'll let the girls all kind of like chill together. And we're going to go, let me see if I can remember where we go. I think it was Fern and Frond Wading Pond, right? It's kind of around the area where we can find the apothecary. This looks like a little... Oh, fable board. You know what? Let's have Joseph view the fable board while we look for the apothecary. Are we in the right place for this? You know, while I look for it, Fern, you can look for some frogs. to add to our collection. Innis Green's local fabulous meet our local fabulous Sims. Asking to hear their fables will be easy. Earning the endings will take some work. Heed their requests and their full story will reveal itself, along with fabulous rewards. So we have Spruce Almighty. The garden pal can be summoned at the Glasswood Tree in Spruceberry Grove. Glen Gnome, the gnome enthusiast, who can be found at Num Nums in the coast of Admore. Todd Attenberry, the apothecary vendor, can be found at their market stall in Spruceberry Grove. Zale Amani, the mystical fairy, can be found by the Fable board in Everdew. Sims who have completed the Rise and Shine Fable can summon her at the Fairy Ring in Spruceberry Grove. Joe Trader, the tradesperson, who can be found at the Fable board in Spruceberry Grove or at the Fable board in the coast of Admore. Care Wren, the Fairy Council liaison, who can be found outside the Moss Vale Ferry Hub in Everdew. I think we actually do need to travel somewhere else for the apothecary table. I think I went to the wrong place. And of course, it starts downpour raining right now. Oh, she couldn't catch a frog this time. That's okay. Wait, let me take a picture. Fern. Oh my gosh, look it. She's about to chat with a plant sim. You guys, should we have her ask for a forbidden fruit? Well, you know what? Even though she was about to be approached by one, she's not gonna notice, right? Because she hasn't seen them, we saw. So she doesn't even know that she just missed her opportunity to meet with a plant sim for the first time. But we are gonna have her, let's try Whistling Thistle Gardens. Maybe that's where we can get the apothecary table. I know I've been there before, and for some reason I thought it was at the pond, but I could totally be wrong. Oh, we were right near this, but oh, is it over here? Yes, okay. Let's see if we can buy a lemon. We just need a lemon. We'll also do a friendly introduction. Okay, let's have her shop. In the meantime, what is Joseph doing? Joseph's feeling sad. Why? Sad fairy influence. The power of a fairy has influenced Joseph's... Oh, his emotion. Why would a fairy make him sad? He can't... Let's see if maybe we can absorb someone else's emotion. Is there anyone else around? Oh, there's only a kid. He wouldn't do that. Okay. Okay, so Fern is going to hopefully get a lemon. Tell me you sell lemons. Okay, well, so we don't waste this trip. We might as well just buy some more of the books. And we'll get... I'm gonna leave it at this for now. And then I do want to have, let's have her forage. Forage for apothecary ingredients. Where do we get the lemons, you guys? Life is not giving us lemons. But where do we buy them? Nadia's calling. I hope everything's okay. What? Elliot and you are such a great pair. You two should think of something more long-term. What do we think of this? What do you think prompted Nadia to say that? And do you think she's being totally sincere? Is she kind of trying to scope out? Like, oh, you guys should probably think of something more long-term, like more committal, like to see if that's something that Fern would commit to. I mean, I'm sure from Fern's perspective, she's like, we have 2 daughters together and we've been together for like 10 plus years. I think we're pretty long term. So In Fern's mind, it's probably like, oh, okay, it's just Nadia being Nadia. Listen, what does that mean? Okay. So many kids here. Can we cheer up a little bit, Joseph? Let's give yourself a pep talk. Grim Reaper. No. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, Fern, let's see if we have any luck. I'm trying not to, you know, waste a trip. We want to do as much as we can right now. Hopefully we can find a lemon. Did someone just casually lose a lemon? By chance? You might not like me now, but I'll grow on you eventually. Interesting. Where do we get the lemons? That's what we need. Is there like a lemon tree somewhere? Like, yeah, let's study apothecary cures. Oh, purchase base. Yes! We're getting a bunch of lemons. Anything else? Let's get some sage. I'm just gonna have her get some things that we maybe would find it a little harder to get. And let's have her craft her cure, you guys. Should we go back to the house to craft the cure? Fern's purchased ingredients can be found in her inventory. Apothecary ingredients can also be found while foraging, gardening, and may be purchased at Apothecary Todd's Cures and Elixirs market stall in the Spruceberry Grove neighborhood of Innis Green. Great, so Fern's over here doing her thing. Let's get a picture. This has inadvertently become the episode of Fern. That's what we have going right now. This is Fern's episode. We're all just living in it. We're all just playing it. It's all about you, Fern. We gotta cure your ailment. And Joseph's feeling playful. We love to see it. Embrace your truth from cringy self-actualization. I love that Joseph's cringy. Joseph's just a vibe. He's just chilling. Maybe he should, let's have him go on the swing. That'd be kind of cute. Especially with him feeling playful. I love this for Joe. Anyways, once Fern is done studying, we'll go back. You know what, let's get a picture of Joe on the swing because that's precious. Look at him! Joe's living his best life. This is what I want for Joe. More moments like these. If y'all couldn't tell, Joseph's definitely one of my favorite characters in this. So Joseph's just vibing on the swing. Okay, and Fern is almost done studying cures. Okay, she just finished. Let's have them go back. It's almost 9 p.m. So I would assume that Lorado's gone back home at this point. And I'm sure Fern wants to check and make sure that the girls have done their homework. So we're gonna do that. And after that, Fern's gonna be making her cure. And this will be the first time that I'm actually having a sim make their own cure in this game. So I'm really, really excited to see what that animation looks like and how it works. I can't believe, you know, time is just flying by. So we're probably gonna be, oh, congratulations, you have completed the Always on the Move discovery quest. Cool. So we're back home. Let's see what things are looking like in the house. Oh, these two look mad. Why is that? Elliot's still tense from the fire. Pyro, no. Sure, there was a recent fire here, but it's not like there'd be another one so soon. No way, for sure, not a chance. Fire is out. Thank goodness the fire is over. Could it have been any worse? Well, I'm sure at the same time it's like a relief that the girls weren't home. Melody is stinking. Meadow is just on the computer right now. She's chatting in a kid's chat room. So I think Fern is going to come up here. She's going to maybe discuss interests with Meadow. And she's going to influence to do homework. Oh, I love it with the hug. So cute. Even though she is sick, so. Strict? When it comes to Fern and Meadow, a sense of order seems to abound, as the younger sim has a deep respect for their older family member, often meeting the older sim's high expectations. For family members with a strict family dynamic, the older sim will ask the younger sim to do things like cleaning more, and the younger sim will generally avoid rebelling, though both might be more stressed overall. Would you say that Fern and Meadow have a strict family dynamic? Okay. I like that. Let's have Fern make her cure now that she has all the ingredients that she needs. Okay. And I'm gonna get a picture of this. Cool. Whoa, okay, Fern. Look at her go. Wow, alright. Reached Apothecary Level 3. Curing and crafting is hard work, and Fern is reaping the rewards. She can now enthuse about crafting elixirs with others, as well as craft-specific emotion potions at the apothecary table. The following elixir recipes are now available. Enhanced Eyes, Calming Drought, Emotions Potions. Oh, Nadia acquired the Thanatology skill. Nadia has started her post-mortem studies. Continue delving into death to level up. Interesting. Oh, Nadia swearing in front of the kids. We're gonna have Melody still wants to become friends with Nadia. Let's have her enthuse to Nadia about candy. I feel like Nadia is not really gonna care, but she's gonna pretend to. She'll talk to Nadia about school, ask her if Moon is an egg. Let's ask to be Nadia's mentee. Oh my gosh, you guys. Nadia turned her down. Oh my gosh, I feel like she must be so crushed. Look at, she's leaving. What? What do you think that's about? Okay, looks like Nadia's actually gonna use her bed for the first time. Looks like Meadow also made a drawing. So we can also put that in the room as well. They made the same drawing. It's cute though. Let's see. I also wonder if maybe... Well, what time is it? It's 11:40. The girls need to go to bed. Meadow's just wrapping up her homework. Oh my gosh. Nadia keeps walking into the bathroom. Listen to nature soundscapes. Chat with Elliot. We'll ask about her day. Oh, wait a minute. Did we have Fern take her elixir yet? I don't think we did. Where is her elixir? Did she ever finish it? Shouldn't there be a cure? Oh, is that it? Yes! Eat the luck magnet cure. Let's see if this works. Okay, y'all. Fern is taking the cure. Let's see if we can get a good image of this. And she's cured! Yeah! Okay. Love to see it. And look at that. Look at Elliot's face too. Like, I feel like Elliot's like, huh, maybe we really can make something of this apothecary business. I think he's feeling so excited because like he just saw it happen in action right in front of his eyes. So he's like, this is incredible. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Elliot become very inspired by this. And he's like, you know what, I'm going to go study. Meadow's going to bed. We'll let her do that. She's going to want to get up and eat something soon, but oh, look at Melody's asking her for advice. Loose tooth as well. She still has her loose tooth. A missing toy. I was thinking about one of my favorite toys and can't find it. I'm starting to miss it and feel so sad. Okay, you guys, we're going to talk about some symbolism and we're going to talk about what I think this actually is about and what it's meaning. So remember in the beginning when I had Melody playing in the toy box, and originally I'd given her Chompy the monster. Then I was like, oh no, she would actually choose this like action figure that kind of looks like Nadia. I'm gonna say that the toy that she's missing is the one that looks like Nadia, and the reason it bothers her so much isn't even really about the toy itself. I mean, maybe it is a little bit, but I think it's more to do with what happened today with Nadia turning her down and being her mentor. I think that really bothers Melody, and I think when Nadia first moved in, that's what she thought she was there for, like to be her fairy godmother, right? To be the person who is like looking out and looking after her in a way. And so seeing that now that Nadia is here, she's not even doing that, and she doesn't even want to. It's making her feel sad. So Fern is gonna tell her to keep looking for it. That's just how Fern is. She is very like loyal in that sense, like, and she would want her daughter to still feel hopeful. Fern has advised Melody affecting her character values. Responsibility increases, emotional control decreases. So that being said, let's also, she can pull out her loose tooth, or we could wiggle it. She's gonna wiggle her loose tooth. She's gonna just give it a little wiggle. Okay, well, she's going to go off to sleep. And Nadia's coming in right now to talk to Fern. And we're gonna say like, you know, hey, I just talked to Melody and I think she might need to have a little more time with you. Like, she seems a little distressed or just not like herself. You know, she's going to kind of discuss that with her a little bit. And I don't know, what do you guys think Nadia is saying? Like, what do you think her mindset is? Look at, she doesn't even look. I don't know, you guys. Do you think that she still wants to be Melody's fairy godparent? Do you think she doesn't want to do it for anyone? Do you think she wants to switch to Meadow? Like, what do you think is going through her head? Fern's going off to, or actually she's going to the bathroom. She is tired, but there's one last thing I want us to do before we officially call it a night. Let's have Fern come out here. She's going to read fairy tales. I love this. I love this. This is adorable. Oh my gosh. And we're gonna have Joseph actually come out. He enjoyed it so much, and what he's gonna do is he's going to ask Fern to stargaze. Alright, Fern. So he's asking Fern to stargaze with him. Okay, good. They're gonna stargaze together. Okay, you guys. So basically, what is about to happen is that Joe and Fern are talking, and Fern's sharing, you know, her concerns, but also her excitements for the future. They find themselves as they're looking at the stars, they're talking about dreams. She asks Joe, like, you know, what kind of dreams do fairies have? And Joe's like, well, I can't speak for all fairies. As you may know, there are some fairies that have good intentions and some questionable intentions. And I feel like that's his slight at kind of implying that Nadia may be one of those ones that does not have very good intentions, but he's not going to outright say that. And Joseph is kind of sharing about his own. He's like, you know, I can only tell you my personal dreams. He's like, honestly, when you asked me to be a fairy godparent to Meadow, that meant so much to me. And y'all, this is going to be kind of like an intense moment, but I think that Joe wanted kids at one point and was never able to have them. And so for him, getting to be a part of Fern's family has meant a lot to him, and getting to be around the girls has just been an incredible experience for him. So he feels like his dreams have come true, and he's gonna look to Fern and be like, you know, my dreams have come true because of an opportunity that you and Elliot gave me. He's like, and that being said, I want to give you something. Let me give you a loan so that you and Elliot can start your apothecary business. And then he's going to kind of be like, I talked to Nadia as well. We want to help you renovate this house and get this apothecary going. He's like, you might not know this, Fern, but you're destined for incredible things. I just know it when I look at you. I see a certain magic in your eyes that I've only seen in very few people in this life. I know it's going to be so important, and you're going to help so many more people just like you've helped me. And Fern, I mean, she's speechless at this point. She's truly speechless. She doesn't even know what to say. The only thing she can say is thank you. And I imagine that Joe tells her, like, and Fern, I hope that when you're going for your dreams, you're going for all of your dreams. And I think we all know what dream Joe is referring to.